Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's having a wonderful week so far. I recorded this video over Thanksgiving, so for those of you in North America who celebrate and around the world, I hope you had a wonderful holiday and that you did get to spend some time with your family like I did. Today I'm jumping into another casual 1v1, this time against a player named Sweatpants. We're on the map Holzbach. I've never been the biggest fan of Holzbach due to the liberation buildings that control the center, along with just how the terrain is kind of set up, but honestly, it's starting to really grow on me the more I play it. It is one of the current maps in the Ranked Discord's PvP rotation, so I'm trying to play it as much as I can before we end up swapping it out for some of the new Finest Hour maps. And with the British DLC just around the corner, you can absolutely expect a lot more PvP uploads, maybe even some fun collabs with some other YouTubers. Plenty of good stuff coming. But let's jump on in. So in this one, we are playing as the Americans. We're actually running the American Defensive Doctrine. I'm going to be rushing a squad, full squad, right out to the center of the map, to the center point. I want to try to get into the buildings in the center as quickly as I can. I'm going to send out a single SMG guy to my point, and then a couple SMG guys pretty much across the map. Holzbach has a lot of uneven terrain, especially with this like kind of dry riverbed that pretty much runs right through the center of the map. So if you can get like a couple SMG guys in the terrain, kind of, prone and down in there, I find it can be so difficult because you just run your guys right on through with their pathfinding, and then one SMG guy can kind of wipe them out. So I want to get a couple guys out all across the board, and then we're going to try to flood this center as much as possible. But I'm trying to come up on his side along with my side. He does beat us there with a Jeep. He's rushing, looks like an MG, straight across. And then the Jeep's just kind of running straight up on us. Does tank a rifle grenade, but we do kill them all. So we will take, well, actually not all dead yet, but we got one guy left coming out of the Jeep. He should hopefully die here. We got plenty of guys. I don't know why no one's shooting. There we go. And then he's got a couple guys coming up from his side too now. So we'll try to deal with them. Looks like he killed one of our flank guys. We'll direct control this guy with his Thompson real quick and just kind of lay into him. Doesn't even react. So we'll take him out, and then we'll get another guy out to the far right. But we are heavily in the center. I don't know if a Jeep on this map especially would have been the right call. But, I mean, he was trying to beat me to it, so I can understand it. But we're going to take up positions slowly at this point. He's coming up, and we do pretty much have guys on his side as well. I'm going to try to sneak this guy behind him and over to his point. See what we can do with that maybe later. A lot of times if you push up far enough, you may take your guys off the point, so maybe I can try to decap them with just one guy. But we'll take these liberation buildings for what they are, and we'll get guys in pretty much all of them if we can. They're super difficult to deal with. We're going to call up an engineer squad, which is definitely one of the reasons I'm actually loving this defensive doctrine as the US. I don't play defensive for any of the other nations. Finns, Germans, Soviets, I don't like defensive. I feel like they're so limited in their quote-unquote offensive capabilities. And I feel like that always puts me on the back end. Although defensive Germany kind of has some benefits that you can kind of work around to playing with them. But man, there's just something about this US Defensive Doctrine that is just so fun to play, especially on this map. And they do come, this engineer squad does come with an AP miner, an AT miner, and a standard engineer. So I'm going to try to put all three to use, which I've been finding on Holzbach has been really, really beneficial. But he does have a couple guys, looks like, coming up on the right side. We don't even bother to look at them. Our SMG guys are kind of dealing with them at this point. We're going to try to get these guys out of the building if we can, but they're kind of tanking grenades. And this is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to take the AP miner. I'm going to put the AP mines kind of right on top here because he's going to crest the hill and come right on in. I do see a vehicle 221 coming up, so we're going to bring up an AT squad or an AT team over there. Try to deal with that if we can. And I do see he's got some guys flanking on this side, so we'll move these guys around, try to get them set up. But this is probably the play of the game, or at least what sets up kind of the plays of the game here. So I'm taking the AP miner and I'm putting some mines kind of on his approach to the middle. And these guys are just going to kind of act as like a buffer just to give me the time to do so. I want to mine his side because any vehicles that come, their pathing is really going to take them right down the main street here. They may come right where his infantry's coming right now on that side, but even through there, like I've got some mines set up that it's going to work. And on this other side where, you know, his other approach, I'm going to continue mining it with my AP mines. And then I've also put some barbed wire up just to kind of slow him too. And then I'll build some sandbag defenses around just to kind of give myself, you know, a little more cover. On this map especially, recommendation, destroy the buildings on your opponent's side as soon as possible. With whatever you can, destroy them. Good thing about this engineer squad, they all come with satchel charges for the most part. So I will absolutely be putting them to a lot of use. And I'm going to try to take out as many of these buildings as I can because I want to deny my opponent here any cover, any ability to kind of get into the point. Although we do suicide and take out one of our guys as well, but I'll say it's an acceptable casualty for this one. But we did take out the 221. Looks like he's got another vehicle coming up as well, and probably a looks like a mortar as well. So we'll have to contend with the mortar, which is a pretty decent way to take out kind of some of the buildings here over time at least. But the half track runs right on through it, which is exactly what I was hoping. So there goes the flame half track. Already down one of his DP units, which is fantastic. And it worked right to my advantage. So one half track done. Only a couple mines wasted. We've still got more there too. And now we're going to take the engineer and we're going to give ourselves some sandbags at the end of the street here so that we can kind of just lay into his guys. Because the goal here is going to be to take out those other buildings as well. And then just kind of deny him any and all cover on his side. And then it's just a turkey shoot for me pretty much at this point. But we do have guys pretty much, you know, spread out. And we'll deal with our flank guy now too. See if we can maybe get him into the point. I just want to honestly see what the cap weight is up there. Because if it's worth getting, you know, another single SMG guy up there, then we'll definitely do it. But he's getting a little aggressive. He's pushing across the bridge. He's got some guys pretty much spread out now. We're going to do a little direct control. Take out this guy real quick. See if we can see anyone else. Nah, we'll switch. I don't want to lose these guys to some grenades. Another engineer squad, this time the 101st, coming up with a flamethrower too, which is great, but he does get a face full of MG42 immediately. And we'll smoke and then spam grenades. Good old F1 spam. And he does do it back, so we'll both have acceptable grenade casualties here. Scrum. So I'm just going to continue spamming as much as I can. Probably losing more than I should, but we got a couple left, and we do have the MP just to call up another engineer squad as well. But we do see his mortar, which is an interesting spot. Probably not the best placement for it. I played Beast of the East, General Wiener, on this map, and he had a fantastic mortar placement for the Allied side. He was playing as the US, and I will get that game uploaded as well. I think that may be one of our collabs that we'll do, is maybe get a little collab session going with Beast and try to get a double record session. But we do have our SMG guy in his point, and I did see it was a 0 cap, so there's really only one guy. We could get someone up there. Got another vehicle coming though. And we do call in the officer. I want to get an officer into the point, into my building, because until he takes out the buildings, I mean, it's fair game just to kind of camp in there. It'll be hard to deal with. Not much can deal with it. Although a Panzerfaust could probably do some damage, I would think. Although I don't really know if I've tested it. But the next flame half-track to skirt around the mines. I think he's a little wary of it, but I do a bazooka and a couple of rifle grenadiers. Bazooka gets his shot in. Does take it out. First hit, which is great. Not too many casualties, thankfully. And we do have plenty of more. Misses the second shot, though. What a whiff. But I'm going to try to get on the mortar. I do see the shots coming in. So at this point, I'm just going to try to blow it up. And I do see the guy, so he will self-destruct. Mortars aren't terrible on this map. There's a lot of good places to put them. So I would say it was a worthwhile call-in, although bad placement on his part. So now with this engineer squad, we're going to try to retake the middle. We're going to absolutely try to demolish as many of these buildings as we can. Looks like he does have another vehicle coming in, another half-track. Stops right before a mine. Yeah, looks like 2 mines could have hit. We do take out this building. We're going to throw some grenades at these guys, try to wipe them out. And hopefully we can beat this squad that's coming in. I do have a bazooka if you need as well. And we'll tell the officer to go down. I don't want to risk anything there. And the half-track does hit a mine. Phenomenal. So we are 2 for 2 on the mines so far. With just that one AT miner. So that one guy from that squad has definitely paid his weight in gold so far, for sure. So he does have another squad coming up on the hill where the mortar was. We're going to try to get a nade in. Wipes 3 of them. Fantastic grenade. And slight performance drop.
Ready, sir.
But we do have a pretty decent lead so far. 531, 217. About 11 minutes in, 11 and a half minutes in. Going to add some sandbags here just to give my guys some firing positions if I need them. Can always blow up those walls as well, and then we'll have a straight shot in. Got more boys coming in. Another glider squad. I try to get them spread out, although there's a MG just right in the middle of the road. So I'm going to smoke real quick and deal with him. Fast. Spread the boys out. Heal these guys up. Maybe place some of their throwable mines. Forget the name off the top of my head, but I know most of them do have their own mines. AT grenades, AT mines, kind of one in the same for them, thankfully. Another half track, so another flamer. So at this point he's gone 3 flame half tracks, I believe, out of his DP buy. So it's an interesting strategy. Probably not what I would have done, but I mean, he hasn't seen a single whiff on the bazooka. He hasn't seen a single vehicle, so I mean, I get it. It's just infantry. I'm trying to sneak a shot, but I'm afraid I'm gonna kill myself here if I do. So we got the bazooka and thankfully another rifle grenadier. Vet 4 already on that one. There to hang out and kill these guys. So all of his half tracks have kind of been quickly put down. And it's probably not the best strategy. Probably not the strongest play style. But I really wanted to show off the defensive doctrine on this map and how much fun it is as the AP mines are now doing some work, taking out a guy there. Those 2 guys right from the get-go have definitely paid for their weight. But he does have just guys spread out, lingering around here and there that I could absolutely be kind of microing a little better, trying to take them out. But we still hold the point with the officer in it. There's really no reason. And at this point, I'm going to try to sneak, maybe see if I can get another guy into his point. Because I haven't forgotten that the cap is very much in my favor. I probably honestly should have maybe focused on this point earlier, but I wanted to keep just funneling the middle. I don't want him to take it. Looks like his squad is getting made over. Looks like they may walk right into all the AP mines, so we'll see how that goes. I'm going to try to get the Browning set up, but they do hit the mines, and full squad wiped. Those mines are incredible. I don't normally buy the single miner buys, but utilizing them in this defensive doctrine in that squad, I will utilize them every time. They are so much fun to use. We're gonna move these guys up too, and 0%. We'll see if maybe we can sneak around and see him. Do a little first-person Call of Duty style. Get shot at. One guy. We'll try to move around. Though I do hear something coming. Something on the map too. Another flame half-track. So that'll be his fourth. Another 221. He's on heavy vehicles, and they've done nothing. 221's gonna run over the mines. We do have the AT grenades, so we'll take him out. Half-track hits more mines from the first guy. Performance drop, and he's gone. So, didn't finish it out. That one AT miner takes out 3 half-tracks. He's got 4 half-tracks, 5 half-tracks on the map. 2 221s. Good game from us. Could have been better from him, but we will call it.